Every day we sit through class after class and listen to lecture after lecture, and we're expected to do the necessary homework before the beginning of the next class, maybe whether we fully understand the content or not. But what if you could watch the lectures from your room and do the homework that you would have done in class? Well, two high school teachers from Colorado did just this, and this is known as the flipped classroom. As I researched and studied this new innovative way of teaching, I watched different styles that they have invented of this learning system, and read articles and blogs from teachers who have flipped their classrooms. So today I will discuss what the flipped classroom actually is, and another style that they have developed, which is the mastery learning system. Let's begin by defining what the flipped classroom is. The flipped classroom is, also known as the reverse instruction or flipped teaching, is an innovative new way of style of teaching that allows students to go home and watch the videos of the lectures and come to class and do the work that they may have been struggling with at home. The idea started in around 2006 in Woodland Park High School in Woodland Park, Colorado, from two chemistry teachers, Jonathan Bergman and Aaron Sams. They wanted their students who had missed class due to sporting events or illness to be able to stay caught up on their work even though they weren't able to attend the lectures. So they decided to film their lectures for the class and to post them online, and so they could stay caught up. And they referred to this as podcasting. But they realized that as they went on, not only were the students who missed class watching these videos, but the students who had attended class were watching these videos as well, using them to review from the lectures or clarify unfamiliar terms that they may not have understood in class. So, with this in mind, they decided to pre-record all of these lectures before a class, and they do the homework at home do the homework in class because Aaron Sams, the co-creator of the flipped classroom, stated that he noticed that more of their students were being frustrated with their homework at home and would just give up on the assignment. So, to remedy this, they made the lectures homework and the homework classwork. And they labeled this style the pre-broadcasting. And Carl Fisher, a teacher who also flipped his classroom, defined this as lectures becoming homework and class time used for collaborative student work, labs, and debates. And this concept is mostly popular through grades K through 12, and it hasn't really reached college level, but it's a very experimental way of teaching. So now that I've gone over the background of the flipped classroom, let's move on to the mastery learning system. Jonathan Bergman found that at the end of each year, his students could not tell him what they had learned. In order to resolve this issue, he implemented the mastery learning system, which is a system that forces each student to prove that they had mastered the content before they moved on to the next unit within the subject. They would have to demonstrate that they learned the content through benchmark and exit assignments. And if they failed to pass these assignments, they had to retake the lecture. They had to redo the assessment until they passed it. But they noticed that some of the students were just unable to pass these exams, so they developed this universal design learning system that Aaron Sams describes as a system that provides multiple ways for a student to learn something and prove that they learned something in a meaningful way to the student. For example, in Mr. Sams' class, the students who were unable to pass this test were allowed to create their own tests to show that they actually learned the material. Such one student, he created a video game, and another one wrote his own math problems to solve them and then turned them in for his assessment. Jonathan Bergman stated, quote unquote, that grading is no longer determined by percentage, but how much content they have mastered. In conclusion, that the flipped classroom is a new innovative way that a lot of teachers are beginning to take a lot of interest in. And the mastery system is not necessarily is not and the mastery system is just an evolvement of this concept. And with this innovative way of teaching, students and teachers can now engage in a more innovative way while turning the education world on its head. Thank you.